still think this kind of draft was too greedy for any game against EG right
That's
now.
why I'm suggesting, how about don't play Lone Druid at all. Just play something else on Maze.
But it was good in the first game, though.
Yeah, but then if you want to pick a carry for Envy,
10 seconds remaining.
then I think you shouldn't do that, right?
Why doesn't he just play safe on Druid?
5
on
seconds
Envy?
remaining.
Have they ever done that?
I don't know,
think
but
so.
we might have an answer soon. Sounds like we have Game 3 draft ready to go. Let's hop into it, and
What a
maybe these
segue.
questions will be answered. It's Team Secret versus Evil Geniuses, game number 3.
Good job, Dakota.
I'm trying.
Team
It's so hot in here. All right, so it looks like EG are going to
There
be
we
on
go.
the Dire side, and Secret will be taking first pick on the Radiant. And it does look like EG were the team that won the flip, and with that flip advantage, they took the Dire.
This is actually very interesting. So EG banned both junglers, and Secret with first pick banned the Earth Spirit that they picked the last 2 games. So definitely a
Wait.
change of pace here.
Wait, what?
10 seconds
They
remaining.
banned us on their first pick?
Yeah.
Alright.
Maybe they hope they would get
5
Enigma
seconds remaining.
without
Yeah.
turning Earth Spirit. turn.
Yeah, I guess that's true, because Enigma was second ban. Yeah, that's true.
Reserve time.
They wanted to go back for the Enigma, more or less.
But this is where I wonder if they should have tried to go for what we talked about, where you just you could have just gone for. Okay, that's a little bit distracting. That's okay. If they could have just gone for the
Oh,
the
look
setup
at
where
that.
they prioritize Enigma over Earth Spirit, they could have maybe done that.
Look at that, Dakota. Prophet.
Nature's Prophet, he finally shows up. I mean, it was the last game made it only the fifth time we didn't see Nature's Prophet picked or banned whatsoever, but finally one of these teams had to take the bite, and well, EG are going to revert back to what we saw from game number 1. The Darkseer for the 3rd time straight will be their first pick option, and their follow-up will be the Mighty Sven.
Similar opening in the first game, and EG got so much fun from the Ancients that game, so I wonder if Secret are going to change up their strats, maybe pick some heroes that can actually focus more on like scouting the Ancients. I think we mentioned Beastmaster earlier, but I'm not sure if Secret actually does a support Beastmaster or a safe lane Prophet, so I'm not sure if they can actually do that. But they're just going to go back for their typical like Lion. Like this hero has been like picked as a support position so much in the last 2 days.
It's still got a pretty good win rate, I would imagine.
Yeah. It's a Secret classic, specifically in this major. I believe counting game number 1, this would be their 5th Lion showing with a 4-1 record. But again, Secret seem to be a team that doesn't prioritize getting something like the Oracle, let's say, to completely shut down the Darkseer.
Yeah, and the Sven is also a really good hero. I think one of the better carries against the Prophet offlane, because you can get a Quelling Blade early and then you have the cleave, you deal with the Treants very well. So it's not going to be an easy time for the Prophet in the offlane. So they ban out the bat, which, I mean, I don't... It's still something that's going to help the Sven, despite the bat not having a very good performance in the game 1. But it's still one of the heroes that would help Sven actually lock down targets, and is good versus the Prophet. A good replacement would be Puck. Or do you like Puck this game for them on EG?
Tough for Lion.
But it's good replacement for the role that the Bat Rider offers in that game. Like you want to have a hero that can lock down the enemy target, so your Sven can actually do his thing in team
I'm still
fights.
down with Magnus, man.
Magnus?
Yeah. It's a Sumail hero.
Speaking of Sumail's hero, I know this seems like it's out of left field, but is there ever in any world or dimension where he could go back for Storm Spirit once again?
Not
Is it
this.
the hero is just done and it's just not the right time?
Not this world.
Maybe
Not this
next,
world, huh?
maybe next year. Maybe.
Next year? Okay.
Next year.
Condolences.
I mean, they did try like once, I think.
They won with it at Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, at Starlighter as well, didn't they pick it once?
I love this Sumail beanie. It's so good.
It's not even old enough to vote, right?
It's so good. It is so good.
I suspect the Puppy Enchantress might not be an option for them this time. It wasn't banned, but
I think if they want to choose to pressure the Sven early, Enchantress could be a good option if they want to do that. And it's still a jungling hero, which I think it's much better placed off for Secret. Every time when I see Secret, they don't get the 2 junglers or the 3 junglers, they go back for the Dazzle. Like that's what Puppy will play if he doesn't get the jungle. And I always prefer that Secret be on that aggressive mode with the junglers. I feel their early game would go much better. They can control the enemy lanes better.
He plays Mirana too. Actually,
Mirana?
he used to. Not so much dispatch, but it is the one hero that actually escaped the bans that was banned out in the first couple of games.
When you say this is a good Earthshaker game as well, compared to Dazzle, at least.
Reserved.
Mm, it's better than Dazzle, but at the same time, I don't feel like Earthshaker can actually help the lanes out that much this game. I'm not sure.
You don't think Lion plus potential Nature's Prophet is strong enough to deal with the Darkseer? I guess it depends on what.
But it depends whether the Darkseer is alone or you don't know if the Darkseer is gonna have a tusk with him or someone else with him, or even a Night Stalker.
I think you know after this pick. They have a tendency to pick some else hero last, so
Yeah.
you can start planning for it after this one.
And speaking of mid laners, it's obvious we will, for the first time this series, not see Weehaw and his precious Earth Spirit. They got the Invoker, which is always a popular pick for Secret. 5 picks, 3 into this tournament. So, possible double Necro book, I guess, if you put it in tandem with a Nature's Prophet here. But, oh, look at this. Nyx Assassin coming out. We saw it. What was it yesterday? Day before?
Yeah,
Snowmail repped it in mid lane.
It's the replacement they chose for the bat. I know we mentioned Puck, but this hero in this situation is really good versus the Prophet, it's really good versus Invoker, and definitely one versus one mid. You just need permanent shield to start the lane with it. You do really well against Invoker. Either Crossflex Exalt doesn't matter. Nyx just does really well against that.
Do you guys just think Corlina isn't good anymore? Because I thought they have really good synergy with it. It's one of Sumail's best heroes. The hero just does pretty well in lane against Invoker. Is it too fragile against Nature's Prophet? Is it because of that they didn't get it?
Don't you think if you talk about catching the Prophet, Nyx actually does it
Yeah,
better?
for sure. It's better for the catch.
And in team fights, you probably have more chance to actually lock down more heroes for this Sven. So I think that could also be another consideration. That's why they went for the Nyx. They would rather sacrifice a little bit on the laning phase, go for a hero that doesn't do so well in the lane, but offers more for the Sven.
There's absolutely no doubt that Nyx is an extremely good pick here and good against all the enemy heroes. There's also 3 intel heroes that Monoburn just destroys, especially Invoker. If he goes Exort, he just gets so much intelligence from that. So I think it's a great pick. I was just curious because I don't remember seeing EG pick at this entire tournament, and it used to be a Sumail classic that he played extremely well at TI5.
This is the second game they pick it, right?
Yeah,
the first game was against Fnatic.
Yeah, the Nyx is the second time. But the only team that, the only teams, I guess, that still stuck with the Lina that played it at TI5 and did very well were Virtus Pro and CDC. That actually still played it on G and Sheikah respectively. But EG have moved one step away from it, it would seem.
So Secret are going to go for their vision control here.
Iron Talon Jungle.
I want to say Night Stalker actually has a pretty bad win rate this tournament so far. I want to look it up here for myself. I don't want to go as far as to say he has not received a win yet, but it is close.
He has one for Liquid.
He has
Kuro
one.
played Night Stalker.
Do you think Iron Talon Jungle is the way this game? Instead of just going for the laning phase, you do dual lanes with Prophet and you pressure the Sven?
Iron Talon Jungle.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
That's my vote. I think they have MP, so I think you can just run around at level 4 and put enough pressure to compensate for your early.
So Night Stalker roam at you Iron Talon jungle, and then first night you roam, and then Prophet TP's in for a kill. That sounds good.
Yeah,
And you gotta
try and hit Nyx before 6, and then you have the Lion to pressure the Darkseer enough. I guess, what shall MB play though?
If you're Talon jungling with NS this game, then you need a strong safe laner to go with Lion
to compensate. Yeah.
to counter out Darkseer. Lion is one of the weaker supports in laning against Darkseer in the first few levels. He has bad stats, doesn't really deal very much damage, can't
Clinks?
mess with the equilibrium or anything. Clinks is okay.
Slark.
Slark is good.
All right.
Very good suggestion. I like that.
So if EG thinks that Team Secret might actually do that, would you think that going for a tusk with the Darkseer could pressure the safe lane a lot? Especially against the Lion? Do you think that would be a good idea?
The unfortunate thing is that they don't have the 10th pick. If they had the absolute last pick and they saw an opening, they could do it, but it can backfire really hard if they end up picking, say, something like a Gyro for Eternal Envy, then that hero is just so good against
So the safer choice would probably be going for a jungler. What other junglers are okay? I guess Doom was the last one, because they typically run Beastmaster or Doom, jungling.
Here comes the Legion Commander.
Oh, yep. Legion Commander.
Legion Commander is actually pretty decent.
It's pretty good against these guys.
Yeah, if they stick to their game plan, it means that Fear is going to be on a roaming / jungling hero, which Legion Commander could fit.
Lifestealer?
Hacks, man.
Lifestealer.
Negative.
He can infest the Nyx. It's
He
cute.
can also assimilate the Nyx.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be cool.
Seconds
cute.
remaining.
Have you seen Nyx's axe?
Yeah.
Oh! Wait.
That's also
Whoa.
good. Iron Talon Pugna. You okay? You don't.
The ward is really good against Invoker. Oh man.
And Lion.
And Lion, yeah.
Wait,
This is actually.
could this be a core and Nyx support? No way, right? Nyx is definitely core. And Pugna is
Then what would
support.
They could
Sumail
easily
play.
run Nyx support.
They could do that. Yeah.
Then that means what? Sumail plays the Pugna?
No, I think. Do you think it's possible?
It is definitely possible. It depends what they want to prioritize. Giving Nyx the mid lane will give them the fast possibility to roam, but giving Pugna the mid lane will increase their ability to take towers very early. And then it's about what they deem the most important. If they think it's a Night Stalker jungle with Talon, then this punishes the best. Putting the Pugna mid probably, then take the towers early.
It is.
Man, Nyx is so good versus all those heroes, and they have Ember Spirit now. Okay, so Sumail is gonna be playing the Pugna, and Nyx will be
Whoa.
on the 4 position. So, Iron Talon Nyx, I've tried that before. It's pretty good.
He has so
Iron
much
Talon.
regen.
He has decent regen, decent armor.
Iron Talon is good on everyone.
What dumb item?
What a dumb.
Where's Bruno?
All right, gentlemen. Before we throw it over to the arena, how do you think this is going to go? Will EG stay in the upper bracket, or will they end up going down below?
I think this is a lot harder to call draft-wise, and we got Envy on Ember Spirit. If the prophecy comes true, then Envy will, in the most needed hour, he will prevail for his team.
Winter, Merlini, what do you guys think?
That was a good one. That was a good one. But I'm just going to go for Secret because I think that the Prophet might just get too much from the laning phase, and he's gonna have a huge influence on the game.
I'll also go with Secret. I don't know what Pugna's doing there.
All right,
On the
fair
mid.
enough. We'll see which crafty draft is going to be coming out with the win here. We throw it over to our casters now. It's Odie and Draskell.
Indeed, thank you very much, Colgan. Here we have it. Secret versus EG has come down to this Game 3 deciding matchup. And it's going to be the time where MV bringing out that Ember Spirit. And EG switching things up a little bit. Sumail, Pugna, and as they were talking about in the panel, Fear going to be put down on that position for Nyx Assassin.
I feel like the Pugna pick is probably just about the riskiest thing that we've seen EG do this entire series thus far. Just because it has the chance to not really secure them, the team fights in the late game per se. Like, if we look back at game 1 and 2, there was always significant team fight potential on one side or the other, and honestly, this is the most skirmish-oriented kind of split-pushy game that we've seen thus far. So, in that sense, I would actually give Secret the advantage. I think, like Winter was saying, the Furion is going to be able to get a lot out of his lane. You have good vision control with the Night Stalker, and just the ability to have a core that can fight on a consistent basis, has good mobility. I feel like EG are going to be lacking a bit in these skirmishes.
I mean, what do you think about the Nyx Assassin pick? That was something that the panel were saying is going to be really strong here for the side of EG because of, you know, the potential targets with the mana burn, and in terms of catching heroes out like the Nature's Prophet. Do you feel that the Nyx Assassin was a smart pick here from EG?
I thought it was good when it was a core.
Okay.
So we're going to see a stun here. So looks like it's just going to be some double rune
Yeah,
here for
double
EG.
rune for EG.
Yeah, nice. Good stuff.
Alrighty.
But I did like the Nyx when I thought it was mid. When I see it as a support and I see the Pugna pick, I actually like the Nyx a little bit less because he's one of those heroes where if you're not consistently getting levels and, you know, contending the core positions in terms of EXP, I think he has a much harder time having the kind of impact that they're going to need from him in this game. But they could also be just going with the idea that if Artor gets farmed enough on the spend, gets BKB at a decent timing, he can kind of just cleave through everyone on the side of Secret, and you do have that vacuum into spend stun combo possibilities, so maybe they're just banking around some of that too.
Bottom lane trying to make a go here onto Universe. Of course, still just level 1, no surge. Looks like he won't need it. Still will be able to walk himself out of that one. Yeah, a lot of eyes on Sumail Pugna. I mean, what do EG have to achieve with this kind of lineup to win the game? What are we going to see them do? Is it going to be a similar kind of play style to game 2 or a little bit slower pace?
Well, if we're EG, we're looking to at least push towers. Like, you don't pick Pugna if you don't want to try to go for the tower push, right? The one thing is, I actually think Netherward is super good against Secret's lineup because all of their heroes are very spell-driven. Like, Invoker is a really good example. You have Lion, you have Ember Spirit, who even as a core has 4 active abilities that all cost a pretty decent chunk of mana. That part I get. It's just the fact that the hero is extremely fragile as a core, and I feel like they were talking in game number 2 on the panel about how Sumail has very limited success on heroes like Death Prophet, who kind of need their team and are very fragile in the early game. I feel like Pugna falls under that category, and he is less intimidating in a push than what I would say a Death Prophet is when you have Exorcism available.
And looking at the lanes at the moment, in terms of the last hits, MV 7 for 1, at the same time Artur on the top lane, 7 for 3 on his Sven. Obviously we've seen RTZ before on the Sven in game 1, had a very strong performance in terms of farm. Wasn't enough to win them the game. This time they switched things around in terms of the heroes that are playing around it. And MV Ember Sprout, I mean, something that we've seen in the past, Secret pull out. They love it when it goes late with this hero, but at the same time, it's one of those heroes that one death in the later stages can cost the game, but it can of course be the game-winning hero if Envy can step up his performance here in game 3.
I just like the fact that they didn't draft themselves a lineup that is insanely greedy, and Sumail mid.
Oh, Sunstrike Strain on top of it, Misery joining in as well here, he'll decrep himself, drop down a blast, he'll ball himself up as well here, he'll actually deny the ward. Efficiency play there, you're not getting the gold for that one, but you're getting the gold for the kill, and first blood going to Pylai Die.
Yeah, that was a very big kill, and again, who on the side of EG is going to help this mid? Like, this is a Pugna mid, and you have a Witch Doctor and a Nyx, but Fear kind of has to play it greedy. If a Nyx doesn't get levels, he's not going to contribute anything to this game. So the only person who can really help him is PPD, but PPD also needs to get his own experience, because if he's not being able to soak pulls, he's never going to get his hands on Death Ward. Like, this lineup from EG might be the first one that I've seen in like the entire tournament where there's a pick that I just don't quite understand.
Misery on the off lane. He's found himself level 4 here, so things going alright for him in that case. And Envy, he's getting a significant amount of space here. It's going to be a smoke up from Secret, Puppy and Pie. They can move towards the mid lane. Not quite night time yet. We'll see if they can make anything happen. And they've already managed to take down Sumail once. If they can do it again, it could be pretty big. We know that Sumail, if you can shut him down early on, he can kind of be put on edge for the rest of the game, and Secret could be looking to try and break him here on the Pugna. He's still hanging around, he's going to have some backup this time, but no, sorry, it's not on his side that the backup's going through. It's Misery, it's the backup for Secret, and here goes Secret, moving in onto Sumail, the Hex to follow, and Misery's there as well, trapped in the trees, Sunstrike coming down on him here, and it's another kill onto Sumail, the crowd's loving it, and so Secret. Sumail Pugna, 2 deaths at the moment in 4 minutes in. A lot of hate being sent his way by Secret.
Alright, so we've talked already about how the mid lane is extremely gankable, and it's been showcased 2 times right now by Secret in under 5 minutes. The question we have to ask ourselves now is, what's the trade-off? What are EG getting by pretty much sacrificing their mid player? And we can look and we see that Universe, he's getting okay farm. Like, it's alright, 4 minutes in, he's halfway to level 5, he's not doing too bad. And then obviously, the Sven's going to be free farming, which is also, it's fine. You know, this is what you should be getting out of the early game. But on this hero, like, how many times has Sumail played Pugna? I don't recall EG playing anything similar to this in the mid capacity for quite some time. And I feel like he's a bit out of his depth right now.
He's certainly struggling, and of course someone who's not going to be out of their depths, we are on the Invoker in the mid lane, one of his signature heroes. And so far 25 for 11, against the 15 for 3, and obviously the involvement in 2 of these kills onto Sumail. Invoker, it's lining up for we to have a good game off the back of this start.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to stop this Invoker, especially given that EG's lineup, it can kind of roam, but it's not going to roam on any hero like Invoker. Typically, you need to roam for a mid who has kill potential, so either high burst damage or some kind of control. And you also need a support who contributes another one of those things, whereas, you know, throwing out a paralyzing cast can be great, but I don't think that they have good ways of controlling the laning phase with their supports, and we've already seen that Secret, Nature's Prophet, you know, Night Stalker, it's obviously nighttime, Pylai Die and the Lion. Their ability to move around the map and control the lanes is just far better.
PPD? I think it was intentional.
Yeah, it was.
He was out of money, wasn't he?
Yeah, he bought before he died, so
He'd
it's definitely intentional. So, they are getting a
He
decent
lose 119 gold there. Oh, according to the fight recap.
Wait, what?
Oh, on the fight recap it shows 119
He lost
loss.
money.
Yeah.
Okay.
PPD. I mean, I know Sumail's died twice, but it's not that bad. Come on, hang in there, bloke. Come on, hang in, Peter.
No reason to go off the deep end.
Nope.
Not yet. But they are getting some decent farm. Like, we look to the Nyx. He's actually got quite a bit right now. He's halfway to level 5. We see a smoke up from the double support duo of EG. They want to try to go for a counterplay here. However, they don't have Dust, so killing the Invoker is going to be tough.
Sumail, oh no, he could be in trouble again. He comes at the backup. The stun from Paladin could run to 2. There's a backup from Universe coming in with the TP. The bouncers are there. Mystery TPing in. EG holding their own this time though. Looks like they won't lose anyone. Oh, they might. Oh, no, can't get Puppy. It's night time. A little bit too tanky. So EG, they are able to keep Sumail alive here. They don't quite find anything in return, but they'll be happy to keep the puck down the game.
It ended up being a let's look at each other and use all our spells and then walk away moment, which I think for EG is actually fine. In this situation, just not losing your mid again is going to be good enough. And the Sven, as we've seen in the previous games, he is getting completely out of control. 70 CS in a 7-minute game. Having 10 CS a minute at 7 minutes, I don't know how many games you're actually ever going to see that level of CS on a hero.
This is Ultra top of the board. See if Secret are able to try and put any attention towards that top lane to do something about this Sven. We saw in game 1 how much RTZ can do when he gets a start like this. And of course he is going to have to rely on the rest of his team to step it up as well. Because at the moment, the 3 cores overall for the side of Secret just doing better in comparison.
The other issue that EG have is they kind of have this lineup where they have good damage once the Nyx hit 6, but prior to that, they really lack the ability of getting kills. So their lineup is a little bit greedy in that they need levels, but once they get them, they could definitely set up a lot of kills, and this is going to be heavily on the back of Fear. This guy's just about to hit level 6, he's got his arcanes ready. All he needs to do now is be with like one other hero with a disable or any kind of nuke, and he should be able to kill. Like the Lion is a pretty quick pick. Pilot Die soaking bottom lane right now. I wouldn't even be surprised to see him rotate to that lane, knowing that he's probably just going to sit there and soak 6. But they do have some options now that their supports are getting up there.
Giuseppe Pie's going to be happy with this space halfway towards the blink. And as you mentioned, closing in on the ult. The Secret, I guess, oh, Jackie, keep it cool. 3 HP. Come on, calculate, yeah.
Calculated.
All right. He knew. Jackie knew.
Of all the people in Dota, if we said he did the math, you would believe it if it was Jackie, right?
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would. Top lane, EG, RTZ Sumail and PPD. Ready to push with the God Strength and the Blast. Envy is there. And we do have the rest of Secret coming in. There'll be a TP out for Sumail. Get it off. The chains aren't going to latch onto any of the heroes. Unfortunately, Artor turning around the Storm Ally back. Just laying in onto Envy. PPD trying to move in as well with the Witch Doctor, but Weeheart is there with Puppy and Secret. They're going to look to clear in. There's the Chaos Meteor hammering down onto Arteezy. The change from Envy catching him out. Artor's going to fall, and now they're looking for more. Remnant digging into the trees, trying to chase down PPD. He's got a third one, and here we go with the voice from Puppy. They'll bring down the Witch Doctor as well. They find the 2 of them. Because meanwhile, Misery did end up going down on the bottom lane to the rest of EG, but that's 2 kills for Secret on the top.
Oh! Nicely done.
I've seen a few fingers in my time, and that was one of the best ones. Highlight died.
This is now a rated R cast.
This guy owns an MVP. He needs an MVP somewhere down the line. He didn't get it in game 1, and he played his heart out. He's playing for it this game, and here we go. Pi setting it up for Envy to come through. And Envy, he's going to get spinned up by Fear here. There's this shot. Weehaw! On point! And Envy, let's see if you've got anything else here. Fear's going to stick around. There's going to be a TP down from Universe. We'll see if they can do anything about this Ember Spirit. There's no Flame Guard for 10 seconds. Fear, he's going to look to try and set something up here with the stump up. Envy, he's got the reactions. He's out of there. But 6-1, a Pylai die. I mean, what's the money looking like for this line now? He must have that. He went for the Arcanes, okay, he was still bidding that when he was saving up the money initially. Well, level 7, 2-0-2. Smart stuff here from the line.
Yeah, I gotta say, Pylai Dai has probably been one of the most consistent support players throughout the entirety of Shanghai. Even in the group stage when we were casting them, I really felt like even the games that they were losing, he always was playing well. This is probably the best form that I've seen him in a very, very long time. So on the back of that, Secret with a very strong showing in the early game here, 5-kill advantage. They're farming very well on their 2 cores, and even the Night Stalker, like, this guy's got 41 CS. Puppy's got a point booster in his inventory. Gonna see a meteor drop here, a little bit off the mark. But Secret looking pretty solid.
We're just doing his best at the moment to try and hold down and slow this push from EG. At the moment, Secret slightly with the edge. And this is the thing, if Secret can kind of hold this pace, Pylon down, the sentry! Dropped it! Oh! Pylon! What a player! What a player! Every time we look at the Lion, he's doing something that's top level.
This guy is a monster, actually.
He's just outsmarting the entirety of EG.
That was like next level. He dropped a sentry like between the tier 1 and the tier 2 because he knew they were pushing, and now they're going for Sumail as well. Looks like he's gonna turn away. But knowing that it's very common for Nyx to go for vision plays, he's just dropping a sentry between the tier 1 and the tier 2, dropping on the high ground, spots the Nyx right away and just hexes him. That's gotta feel pretty bad.
It's only going to feel pretty good for Pi.
Yeah.
He's going to be in his element at the moment, and now be part of a bit of a pick-off here. Arteezy being surrounded by 3 of the members of Secret. Track as well. No help for Artur. He's down. Puppy with the final slap to the kid. 7 for 1 Secret. They're stepping it up this match, and EG, they need to come out with some answers sometime soon.
I still feel like this entire draft, up to the 4th pick, I thought it was really solid from EG, and as Cinder was saying, it seemed like one of the closer drafts, but as soon as I saw the Pug now, it's just like, I get it on the mids, you want to try to pressure, you want to have the ability to push towers, but he's not even that good at killing Roshan. Throughout the entire series, it seems to be the common theme that the team, EG, they've had Dire every game, correct? So if you pick a hero that secures you Roshan in every single game, Sven is pretty good at it, but maybe not the best. You want another hero who can kind of complement that, and I'm not really sure if Pugna is that hero.
Eyes on Misery Fair going for the burst, and he's got it. Nice pick off there for the Nyx Assassin. Exactly what EG need at this point. Somehow going to be slowed down here by the boy. There's going to be TPs coming through as well. It's dropped down the ward here to slow Secret's chase. And now just soak up the gold for that one. But I mean, Fear, he's got to do stuff like that, and they just need to find the pickoffs they can, and getting the gold and the XP on the Nyx is never going to be a bad thing here for EG.
The big question is, what item does he buy? Does he go Blink? Does he go Dagon? I mean, Blink is kind of the go-to, right? You put yourself in the middle of the team fight, you can use it to disjoint the Ember Spirit by using Flame Guard to proc Carapace. It can be pretty strong.
Mid lane,
Nice.
EG on the verge of losing the tier 1 here. Secret hanging about. EG are going to be there if Secret do decide to push the issue, but Secret are just playing this one sensibly.
No reason to have a huge commitment when you know that you're kind of leading in the early game. Well, we do say that, and Arteezy is going to be taking a pretty good chunk of Ancients right now. Is he rushing BKB? I think he is.
I think this is going to be the Tread Sanj build again, isn't it?
But he's got a lot of money. I figure you would just buy the item if you were going to buy it, you know?
And we just trying to get some vision around it. It's going to be the Blink.
Oh, he goes Blink. Okay.
Alright.
I like it. The aggressive choice.
I would love to try and catch out Envy. Of course, Envy going for that classic Aquila box build. So it's rather vulnerable if EG can get the jump on him. And that's why the Blink Sven is going to be... Well, it certainly has the potential to be incredibly effective in terms of shutting down Envy at this point of the game. But Envy, we know how smart he plays it. Once he gets the bots up, his map awareness should be good enough to keep him in the right places at the right time.
I think it's easier for the Nyx to jump him actually than the Sven, because the Nyx can bypass vision, where the Sven is going to have to potentially walk past a ward and then blink depending on where Envy is. And plus you can just carapace when you're in Vendetta now, so it's really nice when he's using Flame Guard to push.
Oh, moving in onto Sumail, the finger straight up for Pylai Die. Pylai Die on a killing spree, 303 on the Lion. And we'll get a deny there on the mid tier 1, but if this continues like this and Pylai Die doesn't get MVP, I'm done.
Dude, the guy's honestly playing out of his mind. He's died, I think, 1 time in the last 2 games so far. Courier snipe? Oh, that was so close, actually.
Oh, he tried to go for the plays there, Mr. Nearly. Ever so nearly.
Man, Courier OP. Please nerd. Too much armor. But still, game Not over by any means.
Oh, he's had enough of Pi. He's had enough of Pi, but Pi, he's had enough of Artur.
Doesn't care, dude. He's out.
Oh, Pi line die. He's just teasing EG at this point.
I think that this is going to become like one of those heroes that you might want to think about respect banning against Secret in like the second phase, or maybe even like last ban if Pi doesn't have his hero yet. He just honestly plays a phenomenal Lion. It's very reminiscent of watching like Lanham, for example, when he used to play Lion quite a bit. I know he still does, but it's a bit more prevalent a couple of weeks back. And EG have yet to secure their first Roshan. It's about 17 minutes in. They do have mech up. I think it's going to be more down to the Sven actually getting his item timing. I think going Blink than BKB is probably the best teamfight choice that he can go for. Good cancel on that TP. I don't think that was the play.
They'll pop the fort, of course, but these tier 1's still going to go down. You've got the Misery. He's doing the split push game. He's up on the top lane. TP's coming through. Artur is there, and he does have that Blink to try and catch out Misery. And he fights with the
Wrong tree.
Oh, he got the wrong tree. He got the wrong tree. That man's not a lumberjack.
It's really hard actually to get the right tree in that situation, because you have to get the one that's like on the farthest left so you can get a straight line in, because there are other trees from the jungle blocking you.
Unfortunate there for RTZ.
Yeah.
And 8 for 2 at the moment. EG trying to do their best to hold on to the pace that Secret have started to try and set. As 8 for 2, and just looking at the net worth, the fact that Weeha is continuing to have pretty much the ideal game in his eyes as this Invoker. He's top of the board. And Envy, you can tell he's getting into the zone. He's finding the rhythm, he's finding the areas to farm in. And EG, they're going to need to come out with some big catches if they want to kind of shut this down and slow down the progression of Secret's heroes.
They're going to have a pretty big power spike when RTZ finishes the next item. I think he's going S and Y. He's going to delay the BKB a bit. But I don't... Honestly, like, I understand why people go S and Y on this hero so much. It's just a very... It's a balanced item, right? Because you get movement speed, you get teamfight potential, you get health. It's pretty much everything that Sven needs. But at the same time, they have so much control for him in the team fights, and his team is also built to fight. Like, you don't pick Darkseer, Nyx, and then a Pugna to sit back and farm for the late game. Like, you want to be the ones dictating the pace.
Yeah, can they catch out Envy here? Fear setting something up. Envy's incredibly deep. The spike campus. Look at this, just nobody around us now. Oh, Envy.
That was a really big misplay, actually. There's no way you should not hit that follow-up stun. It's over a 1 second stun. Fear actually did something very similar earlier when they were fighting bottom. That was just a mechanical mistake. There's no way he should be alive right now.
Absolutely, just overestimating the stun duration of the spike carapace, as you said, and not pulling through in time. And it's costing EG some big kills. Envy, 1300 into the 2 swords required for the Battle Fury. Things going from kind of good to better here for Secret.
Very uncharacteristic of Fear to do something like that. Like, normally he is one of the most solid players you'll ever see, right? You don't see mechanical mistakes out of him very often, so maybe EG feeling the pressure a bit here in game number 3. I mean, Puppy's almost got Aghanims. It's 20 minutes in, the guy is only 300 gold away. We were talking about the Vision game and how important it was in being able to take successful team fights for Secret in one of the games in the series, and sooner or later, EG aren't going to have much of a map left when you're playing against a Night Stalker. He's going to be, you know, level 11 soon. He's got Aghanims. EG know they got to do something, and they're going to go for a smoke here, but it's not going to find anyone.
And it certainly isn't. Misery is going to be the one TPing into the area. I mean, Roshan is up, but EG, they just don't really have the lineup to go for it. So it's not really going to be on the menu for them. Secret as well, they do have an Invoker, so they do have some kind of potential. And of course, with the Exalt build, they can themselves try for Roshan. But at this point, it's not really what they need. They're just happy trying to keep space here for Envy to continue to farm, get his Battle Fury complete. Nostrum now done onto Misery, so he's going to be even more fit for fighting. And just across the board for all 5 heroes of Secret, things looking very solid at the moment.
Yeah, the way that they're playing this is just very calm, calculated. They now have the vision from the Night Stalker eggs, so they can pick and choose their fights whenever they want. I mean, their tier 3 is being sieged right now top, and the Secret are also looking for a fight.
Secret, they're ready to fight at the bottom. Puppy looking for some kind of a wraparound here. He's trying to get himself in, and he'll go on to PPD. Silences up Samael. Highlight moving forward as well. Let's see if he can catch them out with something big. He still hasn't got the blink yet, but he doesn't. He just walks in onto BBD. Finger up as well. BBD caught out and he's down. But set it now with the wall. Goes to Samel tries to get a lifesteal out. It doesn't matter. He's down as well. Double kill for Weehaw. And also at the same time, can they get themselves any more? They're still chasing. They're chasing Universe. Puppey, he's got the point, and here comes the backup. Misery, PP's in, lays down the Sprout. Universe trapped amongst the trees. Another kill for Secret, 12 for 2. And what is happening in this game 3 for EG? It is an absolute mess, Andy.
This has got to be one of the more dominant performances I've seen against EG.
Artur, he's playing with Envy here. A little bit of cat and mouse. My goodness. That's the Battle Fury done now for Envy, and straight into Roshan. Talks about the potential that they can take this with Weeha's Forge Spirits, and no way that EG can stop this. And this is a total reversal of the story of Game 2 in here.
I don't think that you can pick Sumail, a hero like Pugna, and not help him in a matchup where you're playing against Furion. I think that's honestly the biggest problem that they've had this game, is just how badly the mid matchup went for them. And the fact that they didn't have anything to shut down the Prophet in lane. Their supports were pretty greedy. And at the end of the day, like, Secret have superior vision, they have superior mobility, and because of the fact that they've reached a mid-game stage where the laning phase went so comfortably for them, I mean, this Nature's Prophet, he felt so confident, he bought a freaking Midas.
He's had a great time.
Like,
he's living the game.
Yeah, it's really rough for EG, because even if they delay, the only person on their team who's going to continually get a good amount of farm is going to be the Sven. The Pugna has yet to break 100 CS in a 23-minute game. That is ridiculously low farm for a hero like that, who does need items to be able to tank himself up, so...
Looking to the top. If they can catch him here, they do have that invis on RTZ. It could be what they need to catch him out. That's going to be the Remnant dropped out, but no! Oh no, he's running it straight into it, and they've got the catch! They've got the chain stuns! Envy brought down, and that's the kill that EG need to bring themselves back into this. RTZ credited with the gold, and Envy just not aware there, and EG with the perfect wraparound.
Yeah, that was just really nicely executed. And that's what you expect to happen, like bottom lane, for example, when they were jumping on him too. You expect the Carapace into the stun into a guaranteed kill, but that is going to be his first death this game. He already has the Battle Fury and the bots completed.
Oh, Artur, he's in trouble. Highlight Eye setting it up with the stun. Sunstrike in. RTZ going down. Secret find it, and Pi with the initiation. Getting that revenge kill for losing his Envy brother.
Man, the Night Stalker, Aghanim's gem already. Only one ward standing on EG's side of the map right now against a team with a Furion. That's...
Misery. Oh, okay, Misery is a little bit of a sticky position. He has got backup. Weehaw is there to help him. But the Death Ward's going to get laid down by PPD and Misery. He's almost going to fall in the vacuum as well. Puppey in trouble as well. EG, maybe with the turnaround, they're going to find Puppey. Samel will go down. Weehaw starting to clear up on the back lines, but it's a 2-for-2 trade at the moment. Now Envy joining the fight. Stay with the spike. Carapace will hold Envy in place. Gets the stun out as well. Weehaw barely there at the moment, taking a lot of damage here from the wall illusions. Highlight Eye coming in. They get the change. The Hex on the bit. Deafening blast. White spear off the face of the earth. And Envy, he's not done. He's looking for more chains. Oh, now cooldown doesn't quite get the latch onto PPD. Bit off there with the timing, but still making it a 3-for-2 trade. Secret able to come out on top of that one.
The really big thing, though, is that EG walk away with the gem. That's huge. I think Universe picked it up and then walked away with it after Puppey died, so taking the gem away from Secret, that means they can maybe get out a ward or two and actually give themselves some kind of vision. Obviously, Secret do end up with the Roshan as well, so they have momentum on their side for the time being, but at this stage in the game, EG have to take the small victories when they can get them. And having the gem, preventing the de-warding coming out from Secret, and allowing themselves to establish some kind of map presence is going to be crucial if they want to try to come back in this game.
We now with 2.7k on top of the Ags, 25 minutes in, 16,000 net worth on the Invoker. At the same time, we did just see off the back of that, RTZ was able to surmount quite a good bit of gold. 3.6k on the Sven. A lot of pressure on the boy to pick up something big here. What is RTZ going to go for his next time? Does he have to get the BKB, or can he bypass that and go for something a little bit more aggressive?
I think BKB gives him too much of a power spike to pass up. I mean, they're at a 10 kill deficit. He probably feels pretty comfortable with his level of farm, as well he should. He still has a really good amount of CS, and he's got enough almost for the entirety of the BKB right now. If you have 10-second BKB, you get Ion Shelled, you know, you get Surge, you blink in with your BKB, you just stun a target, that hero should die. Especially when you have God Strength on. So I think that is going to be the play here for EG. Try to get your team fights going with a fresh BKB on the Sven.
There we go, EG. 4 towards the mid lane. Secret already waiting. Everybody back up now. Envy. He's got 2k. Very close to having the money there for the Crystalist. And he has a DD bottled as well. So if EG do decide to push, he's going to be there with the big hard-hitting Sleight of Fist. Now still hanging around here, EG. He's going to be the one to come out, Arteezy. He's going to clear up the Ancients. It looks like nothing big going to kick off, and indeed, yeah, as you said, Arteezy just playing it safe, getting that BKB, and hoping that the power spike is going to be enough to find some more big team fight victories here for the side of Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, I mean, the amount that he gets from it now is bigger than if he had just bought it right after the Dominator and the Blink, because you also have the SNY inside of the team fights to carry your mobility, allow you to potentially get a maim and just chase people down. This is going to be probably one of the strongest points in the game for EG for a long time. And, I mean, we say that, but unfortunately they are terrified because of the fact that Secret do have another gem. And they do have the Aghanim still up on the Night Stalker. They just can't afford to go out of their base when they can't see.
Yeah, they cannot leave the base hit. Because Secret, they're going to be ready to jump. With that nighttime vision, he can spot them.
This could potentially be the turnaround time for EG, though. Because if you look at Secret's lineup, they have no BKB disable whatsoever.
Just teasing them there with the DD Weehaw. Got the combo down to Surveil. One quick, swift blow there from the Invoker, bringing the Pugna out of the game.
Link up.
Oh, Envy! He's going in! Envy! Envy! What are you doing? Oh, no! Oh, my goodness! Jackie Mao, he does it again. But it is not a good thing.
I have no idea what that was.
All right. You thought the range creep mana void was bad.
No, I actually have no idea why I did that. Because what he did the first time is he goes for a Searing Chains to secure a Sunstrike and a Meteor, right? Like, that one made sense because he knows that the heroes are in the front line of the base.
But they've just got so many stuns on each. The control's going to be there.
Yeah, it's not just the fact that they have the control, it's the fact that Wii doesn't have his spells up. So who's your follow-up hero, you know? It's like, okay, I want to go in, try to harass, maybe go back to my Remnant, fine. Maybe force them back a little bit so we can get chip damage on the tower, but I promise you your life is more important than, getting one Sleight of Fist off.
Well, on the plus side for Secret, that one death is going to be too costly as they do still have the lead in this game, but they can't let that happen many more times because EG, they'll be quick to really push to the issue and turn around these fights and try and take advantage of Secret when they are a hero or two down. And eyes at the moment around the Roche bit. EG still playing it safe. And Secret, I'm sure they'll try and pull the reins in on Jackie next time they go for a push.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Puppy turned to him when he did that and he just gave him a look and he's like, my bad, I won't do that again. It's just fortunate, actually, for Secret that there was no real big objective up during that time. Like if Roshan had been alive, for example, it might have been something that EG could have capitalized on, but as it stands right now, they're just going to be content to, not going in, not yet.
So if someone wants to, Samael, making a beeline straight for the mid lane of Secret. They don't want to fight here with EG having the high ground advantage from the jungle. Keeping it safe. Samael has nearly got that Aghanims done, but at the same time, it's just a question of how much that's going to do for him, because we're seeing just this Pugna just it gets blown up so easily by the combos of the heroes in Secret, like the Invoker.
Yeah, he definitely needs BKB, but he's opting for the Aghanims first. I like the life drain, it's really strong. We saw it actually utilize, was it OG who did it with the Lone Druid? I think it was. They showed that they can slow siege with it. It has a lot of uses, and plus it's very good at harassing people. And when you get the Ether Lens on top of it as well, the range is insane, and you can just drain forever. So it's a really nice combination. The only problem is if he gets disabled once, he's just dead. Like, there's nothing they can do to save him. A mech is not going to be enough.
EG. See if they can catch out Secret here as they come over to their half of the map. Warp. Puppy straight away with the D-Warp, but the Ward Bait, they'll say we'll take this one. RTZ jumps in this game using the active of the BKB and will find the kill. Puppy buys back. Misery, oh, he's looking for the curry, he's going to find it. Nice courier snipe there for Misery. Finger on to Fear, double kill for Arteezy, though he takes down Pylai and Arteezy trying to fight for this one. The Devil getting laid down, pummeling it into We Are, but Arteezy falling low will drop. They'll get the kill onto Artur. And now they're trying to chase down for more. PPD with a TP out to Mel. He's also on the escape route, and he's going to make it. But it looks like Universe is... Oh, maybe no, they've got the Yules. Not as much luck here for the Darks here. Universe giving his life as well. Secret did buy back on Puppy for the clear out 3 heroes. And EG are put back into their place.
This has got to be the best I've seen Secret look the entire tournament. Like this particular game, the coordination that they have, I mean, sure, there's been a couple of individual mistakes throughout the series, but this is the best Dota that I think I've seen them play so far.
And here we have it. It's the high ground. There'll be a buyback straight away from Artur. Looks like Secret, they'll respect that. They'll just back off. They're happy with baiting that one out. EG will defend the base, but Secret slowly trying to push them into more and more of an awkward position this game.
Now EG are kind of running out of options. Their lineup has a very weird peak where like your Nyx maybe has like Blink Initiation, which Fear has right now. Your Pugna has a BKB, and your Sven has enough items to pop BKB and be able to just hit people in team fights. So it's kind of roughly around right now. Sure, your Sven can still get crit, he can still get the AC, but the longer the game goes, it's not about how well your hero scales, it is Secret's. Because they're going to have so much mobility, so many options for the late game, like Furion and Ember Spirit split push. They have decent amount of team fight with Wii getting higher level. Fear,
Yeah,
he does not have a gem anymore, so he's not going to see Wii.
Puppy. No, he does have a gem. He knows Fear's there.
Oh,
Fear's
God.
walking straight into it. Oh, that's a nice blink. Straight out. Arteezy, hello. He's coming straight into this one. Nice one will get laid down.
It's actually very good that he didn't BKB there. He was trying to bait it out by casting Cold Snap, but Artur didn't fall for it.
Oh, MB, nice. James onto Arteezy and Fear. Freezer pot, Pylai die. Oh, no. Oh, Py. He's been having such a good series, but that one was a bit of a giveaway.
The base!
Ah, Misery. Don't ever forget about the Nature's Prophet. TP backs are coming through. They'll hold Universe in place. They'll combo him in. Sunstrike and the Meteor flying down. Envy's there to shut him off. They'll take down Universe. Misery will lose his life. PPD and Fear are able to take him down, but they still get the range track Secret. Arteezy popping the BKB, aiming his attention towards Puppy. Now backs up. Looking for Envy. Envy will be able to get himself out of a remnant. We are pops the BKB sticking around, but he's got the Ghost Force. Now he's turning. Is he going to try and fight this one up? No, Arteezy, cold snapped up. Did he get a blink in onto this? Yes, he can. To try and find this one, we are going to get away with the Storm Hammer. It will come out. Arteezy needs a few hits onto this one. We are in trouble. Oh, the Deputy Blast. We are toying with Arteezy here. Oh, he's got to be careful here. Force Spirit coming in. Oh, no. Oh, Artur there with the Helm of Domination. Force Spirit's nearly killing the Invoker. Twilight die. He's there with a finger. The Sunstrike's laid down, but it doesn't matter. They've already got the kill into Samel. Envy jumping forward, looking for Arteezy. Toss will hold him back. He gets the slide, the change onto the Witch Doctor. PPD hexed up by Twilight Eye. PPD trying to get himself out of there. There's no escape for the boy. He's dead. Double kill for Envy. An incredibly messy fight, but Secret, they certainly do it. They take the fight, they take the range racks. And now they're all 3 of their cores at the top of the net worth board, and now they're looking for Roshan. Things looking up and up for Secret. EG, they need to come out with some big plays, because it certainly looks like the struggle is becoming even harder here for the Americans.
Yeah, this is becoming very difficult for EG. They're going to try to contest this.
The big plays. This could be huge. If EG can do something. Oh, they did. Oh, no! It's a perfect setup for Arteezy. It's a double kill. Misery, and we are to fall. Can they find themselves more? And the meanwhile, Envy, he's taking a page out of Misery's book. He's looking for the objectives. He's just hitting away at the racks. He's got a day list on. He's now out of there. But that catch out round the pit. Fear coming in, knowing he was safe to set that one up. And Arteezy had more than enough damage to deal with it. Artur needs to be careful here. Envy, oh, but they got the chase done. Can Arteezy get the damage through? He's trying to get the hit to down Envy. He is able to slide and get himself out of a remnant. Arteezy chasing him for more, blinks into the lane, won't be able to catch anyone out with a Storm Hammer. There is now an Axe done on Fear's Nyx Assassin, and they may be 17,500 ahead, but EG still proving that they can take a fight against this very rich side of Secret. They're looking for Envy. Here, is he going to go for it into the blind? He's not. Envy will be able to get himself TP'd out from the tree line. But this game is not quite over yet, Draskell. EG, they're trying to hit back as hard as they can.
Yeah, they're still very reliant on the Sven's damage. That's the biggest thing. If you look at Secret's lineup, they can take the drawn-out fights because they don't have anyone who's really ultimate reliant except for Pi. Oh, Puppy!
Oh, Puppy jump! Oh no! The deadboard's there! There's no hope for the boys! Dragged back in by Universe! And that's your gem. Envy, oh no, Envy! Not like this! Envy! Oh, the Stormhunters as well, they've got the control! EG! Oh! They've picked themselves up, they're grabbing Secret by the neck and they're chucking them about. Oh, Misery and we. Well, we're trying to make something happen up top. Fear's coming in. See if they can find anything here. They haven't got eyes on Weehaw. Fear carrying the gem at the moment for the side, but Weehaw's way out of there. You got the Treant slowly chipping away at these melee racks. But this game certainly, it's been turned up to 11 by both sides. Octarine now done on Invoker, 22-14. And let's actually, can we have a look at the network graph? What we got at the moment? It's starting to swing back round. It's still very much favouring Secret. Fear. And this thing, if he can set something up, he's looking at Misery here. And now PPD frozen a paralysing cast. Misery falling low. The Samael from the low ground. Look at that life drain. He'll take the kill on to Misery. EG hitting back incredibly hard here. Secret needs to recompose themselves and do something because the anger of EG is lashing out.
Man, they just keep getting picked off so many times. Like 2 times Envy has died in very crucial situations where not only are EG going to be able to get this tier 2, but they're also going to be able to get Roche if they want.
Oh boy.
If they want to try to force a buyback out of Misery, I don't know if it's worth doing this over just going for the Roshan kill. They even both had vision of the rune bottom and it's a DD. EG is trying to force everything out of Secret right now.
Look at this. Samael doing the classic backline, just giving Arteezy his power. Take my power, Artur. Take my power. He's got to be careful how much he does give away though.
Wow, they're actually going to get this.
Alright, Envy in the slide. Okay, Puppy's on the side trying to play into this. A stun flies through, but RTZ pops his BKB, jumps on the pylon die. They'll lose Samael on the Pugna here. So they can get him more. With a setup, just change on the BBD, stopping the TP. TPD looks to be the one to go down the sidelines and pilot out his control on Artur. Get the Hex out the stun as well. Testing blast flies through, RTZ down. Double kill for Envy. They hold on to it. 3 of the heroes of EG now on the sideline, but they do have buyback available. It looks like Secret will head for the safe play, head for the pit. But EG overstaying their welcome on Secret's half of the map.
The weird part about that was Arteezy didn't BKB that entire time, right? Like he's just sitting there hitting the racks. He BKB'd at the end.
Yes, that's right.
That's the thing, right? He didn't even need to BKB at that point. He just BKB to ensure that the racks died. Ends up that BKB usage gets him chased down and killed. The rest of his team can't help him. They end up giving away the Roche that they could have secured by just walking there and then coming back with a guaranteed Aegis, high grounding, and maybe not losing the fight so badly. I still feel like it would have been the better choice to just go for the safer play and then go for the racks after the fact, even though they got their objective, because now they're fighting into Secret, and Secret are the ones with the Roche advantage.
And the question is, can they try and force out Arteezy's buyback in the leisure round? So straight away, there'll be the buyback from Arteezy. And again, looks like Secret. I don't want to try and make the mistake of fighting too brashly into the full lineup of EG. They will back off. A lot of money on this Nature's Prophet. 5.3k for Misery at the moment in the bank.
I would imagine that he goes for Hex, and then maybe finishes up the Mjolnir eventually. So most likely going to be seeing him either get rid of the drums or get rid of the Midas soon.
EG thinking very carefully about how they want to try and make a move from outside of their base. They're going to stay at home at the moment, waiting for Secret to show their hand.
And this is the worst situation for EG to be in. Like, in terms of what their lineup can accomplish, if you're all inside of your base, all 3 of your lanes are pushed in, your wave clear consists of an Ion Shell and a Stun, which is still okay, but you're never really going to be able to get out of the base without being scouted, especially when it's nighttime and there's a Night Stalker with an Aghanims and a gem available. Being constricted is what EG don't want. Like, Secret's lineup is very good at holding control of the map once they have it, just because of their vision control.
Oh, he's just teasing with them here. Fear will find the setup with the stun. Needs some backup on the way, and over the axe, he's setting up there. RTZ for overall. Pie's coming as well, and opens up his line. They'll get the liner now. Can RTZ cast down Weehaw here? Maxwell will be dropped down, and looks like we are no. The Hex from the Universe brings it back as well with a vacuum of Universe. Allows them to catch out Weehaw once. Let's see if they can do it again here. They'll look for it. Weehaw gets out the tornado, and he will run, but as you said, top lane. Action's happening. Envy looking for the wrap. Fortification will come out, bottom lane as well. The Treant's doing work. EG, home is in trouble. The TP's now coming back somehow. It's been caught out, it's been cancelled here. Puppey looking for the kill with the help of Weehaw. They'll get it. They'll bring down Sumail. EG will hold on to some of the racks. They've got eyes on to Envy. They've got eyes on Envy, they've got the control.
Misery's going for bottom.
They're looking for Envy, the death want to stop out with the vacuum. No messing around to kill it. And Misery, as you said, will find the melee racks by the looks of it. He's going to get him. He will. Misery gets off the rack, gets off the blink. He's out of there. So they may lose Envy, but they're getting the objectives.
Oh man, this game's getting really intense. Later it goes, the more mistakes are going to matter. And EG just getting pulled out of position again by the Fury and by the Ember. Just the sheer mobility of Secret's lineup is becoming too much for them to handle. And this is a situation that would never arise if they had just gone for Roshan instead of pushing mid. All of this could have been avoided. The EG is just, in the 2 games that I feel like, you know, obviously it's not over yet, but I think Secret have a pretty good advantage right now. But in the 2 games they could potentially lose. Both games, EG decide to go for something that is extremely risky when there's a very safe play that they could do that would give them almost an assured chance to get a bigger advantage for almost no risk.
Yeah. Let's try to get some intel here from the half of the map of Secret. See if he can find any way to lead in. But at this point, you've got to give credit to Misery. He's been looking for those openings, finding it every time. Bottom lane, Puppey. Pop out the ornament. He is still holding that gem here. Of course, saw Fear coming into the near vicinity. And EG will back up for the time being. 26-17. Considering EG's start, they are certainly giving us a hell of a game here, holding on against Secret. And there is definitely potential with RTZ Sven, with the setup from Universe on his Darks here.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a Daedalus soon too on this Sven, so you think he does some damage now? Just wait until he gets his next item. That's going to be some serious pain that he's dishing out for sure. But EG really only have one game plan. They need to fight. Like, their lineup is made to fight, not made to split push, not made to fight in these, like, kind of drawn out situations where they're reliant on their ultimates more than Secret.
I think he can spot Fear out. Oh, Fear, okay. Weehaw comes leading, puts the BKB straight onto Fear. The Hex is open, Pilot better get him. Doesn't be over the wall. Ryan gets out to destroy. PvD lays out the death water. We'll get kept now. RTZ moving in Envy. He's got the BKB, runs up to the high ground. Envy, he's on a cliff. He's on a cliff. Oh, they think he's got past the cliff. Envy's just sitting there watching them all. They don't know he's up there. And are they going to work? No, they think he's gone. Oh, Envy! Envy! What? What are you doing? What are you? Oh my! Oh! Oh!
I'm actually speechless. He had absolutely no vision.
Wow, here comes the rest of Secret. They're going to try and redeem whatever he tried to start. They'll get Fear. Now they'll look for Sumail. Weehaw trying his best to play and carry on as Invoker. Top lane Universe, forcing back Misery. My goodness. I mean, you can always expect these kind of okay. Alrighty, Envy. Sorry, Mr. Easy, RTZ. He's going to be the one getting the Rapier pick up first.
I mean, this is one way to get damage.
And this is one way to win the crowd over. We've heard already, there's a lot of Secret fans in the audience, but when RTZ picks up a Rapier, you can't help but love it.
I feel like, I mean, obviously, it's going to make him hit ridiculously hard. But at the same time, is Sven the hero who needs a Rapier? I mean, God's Strength gives him pretty much Rapier levels of damage, and crit makes it so, in that one hit, if you do get it, you pretty much just one-shot whoever you're hitting. I mean, I'm not going to go too far into it because I feel like this is a situation where they obviously are feeling the pressure and they're going for the biggest bang for the buck item. And Rapier is definitely that item if you want to buy it. It's just all going to be down to, can he actually get in range and hit heroes? That is pretty much how EG win the fight. Control something so Artor can hit it.
All eyes on Arteezy at the moment. And these fights kick off. So the 15k lead here for Secret. They're going to have Envy back in the game now. He's still got a hell of a lot of money, 3.7k. And mid lane, the cheers are coming out there as Carty nearly finished up the tier 3. Envy will do it. There we go. He's getting the applause now, Jackie. The atmosphere here in the arena. Absolutely stepping up. The crowd just as involved, yes, and everyone. This game could go both ways.
It's really scary fighting into EG's lineup because even though you're this far ahead, you know that one back stun with Arteezy having God Strength just means that you could lose a team fight in 2 auto attacks. I mean, that's really how much damage he's going to do. Yeah, I mean, the stats are pretty much just saying what I was talking about earlier, just the fact that Sven is a very unconventional rapier carrier. Typically, you want to put it on a hero that is like range, has ways of hitting multiple heroes at the same time, so in that sense, Medusa and Gyro are like the go-tos when you think of rapier carriers. Sven, not so common, but I'm sure he's done the math. He knows what it's worth, what its value is in this game.
Got the greater bots as well now, Arteezy, so he's going to be ready to fight at a moment's notice. It's going to mean there's no buyback on Arteezy, but of course, I guess when you go full in on a rapier, yeah, it's all in or bust here.
Yeah. There's no question that this is like... The next item he buys is Satanic. That's the only thing he can really get in this situation. I mean, maybe he sells Dominator and goes crit and just says YOLO. Who knows? It's possible.
Yeah, they have got the Vlads on PCD, so life will still be there for him.
Yeah.
That's definitely a possibility.
But Roshan's being taken here by Secret, and EG just don't have the vision. Like, they cannot see anything.
Oh, top lane, Twilight Eye. They'll get caught out there.
That's fine, actually. Like, that kill doesn't really matter much, just because of the fact that Secret are going to get this Rosh. Even if they have to wait for Pi to resurrect, it's only 60 seconds. There's also AC finished up now on Misery.
Now, the thing is, Envy. He's seen Arteezy's rapier, and I think he's gone, puppy, I want one of those. The question is that the play here for Envy? Does he need to pick up a rapier himself this game? He's got 6.1k in the bank. It certainly could be on the table for him.
It could be another crit, could be not a Battle Fury, rapier like you said. It's possible. I think Ember is actually a very good rapier carrier, even in comparison to a hero like Sven, clearly. Of the two, Ember is way better of a rapier carrier, but it's one of those things where you have to ask yourself, do I need it? Like, look at the state of the game right now. EG are having a hard time keeping even one of their lanes pushed. All of their Raxes are exposed. They have no way of... Look at these creeps! They're just trees everywhere, man.
Misery's just sending them all in onto the base. Each and every time, just slowly doing that a little bit more here to the Rax.
This is a game state where I would say a lot of the time Ember feels pressured to buy a rapier, but this game is not that bad. Like, this is a game where I think you could just get away with going another crit or, you know, even buying something like a Lincoln's to prevent a Sven stun. Like, there are a lot of choices for him. I think rapier is a needless risk.
Nice, decided to upgrade the bot set on also on Weeha as well. So
more mobility on top of what Secret already have, which is insane.
Yeah, if Pai's able to kind of get himself out onto the map, maybe find himself a pick off instantly, you're going to have backup from both the Ember and the Invoker. 28-20, we're 50 minutes into this game. The series, overall, it's been an incredibly eventful one. Both teams having their ups and downs. And just this culmination in Game 3, where it can go either way. It really can.
Yep. It just comes down to that one big team fight. If EG can get it, they can get the control, they can get any kind of combo play off. Like, we haven't really talked much about PPD, but he's had some nice death wards. The biggest issue that they're having right now is, if he had Aghanims, for example, they would have another really high damage output hero on their team that Secret have to worry about, but because he doesn't have that luxury just yet. He's okay, now he's got it. He's not even going to save for buyback. I say he might save for buyback here, but he might be under the assumption that if a team fight is lost at this point, they're just going to lose their base no matter what. They only have 3 Raxes remaining, one of which is a ranged Rax, which will eventually get chipped out by either Treants or, Secret going high ground.
And that is, I believe, RTZ's Satanic done. He's just got the courier sent out, looking for the Reavers. He's not going to buy the Reaver as of yet.
He can't buy it and have buyback. That's the problem. He needs another 1,500 gold, give or take, before he can finish it. Oh, no.
I was going to, because he's got a rapier, has he? Oh, puppy.
Oh, that is so awful, actually. The question is, did he see what was on it?
Oh, nice puppy. Puppy sees everything. Now, off the back of that, they know there's no Satanic for 3 minutes. They know that probably after that purchase, Arctur's not going to have buyback available. So this could be the time for them to fight. A nice opening here for Secret. They've got to kill Arctur. He's on the top lane, a bit on his own here, and in fact, if they can get the jump in, yeah, look at the Hex off. RTZ needs backup. The fingers down. RTZ falling low. Now it's probably Kevin. Throws out a strong Misery will just join in there with Blink. Pi gets Hexed up himself. They'll take down Pi. They're able to keep RTZ safe there. Won't be as lucky. Fear getting bursted down. Fortification coming out. RTZ. Just looking to push Misery outside of the base, and Misery sprouts himself in time. He's gone left the cleave through around the shadows of the cleave, does get it. Positions himself, mid lane, we are with the BKB, so you finish off the Rax and don't get it, the mid lane of Rax are down. Buyback now for the Nation's Prophet, Misery trying to get himself back in the ball, getting dropped, Puppy now on the retreat, the stun, and B's down, but he's got the Aegis. Can he fight well off the back of this? He has got his team around the corner, gets the slide up fist out here, and Brendan's away, Envy will escape. Gets himself out of there. But they do lose the mid-racks. Only half of the top ones remaining here for EG.
This is such a hard game for EG to play in this position. They just don't have the heroes to deal with the ret. All they have is, they have a Blink Initiator, they got the Nyx, which is fine, but they're really lacking the wave clear and the ability to gain the map control back. Against the Night Stalker, being constricted for this long, you just eventually lose out on the farm game. The only person on AG who's really getting a ton out of this is the Sven. And the Sven he's basically maxed out.
Well, Lane, we are just playing games with RTZ Universe. Trying to control them. Got Puppy. Eyes onto PPD, won't be able to follow through on that one. Too worth noting as well. So it's a big iron pickups. Refresher's now done on Misery. Refresher, Ags, Octarine, AC.
This is just gross.
They are loving that.
Yeah, not even going for the Hex, just don't even need the disable. Screw it, just pushing all the lanes even harder. Rapier number 2, okay.
Okie dokie. Alright, RTZ. Double Rapier spin. Envy, does he want to play games with this? Playing with fire, quite literally. Needs to be very careful how RTZ gets. On the big screen here in the stadium, they've got a lovely cam on RTZ's face at the moment, and he's so focused. He's right in the game. Envy though, is he? He gets hexed up. Envy's hexed up. RTZ coming through, lays down the surface. RTZ trying to get to Envy. He's trying to get towards Envy. At the moment, just kiting each other out. We are pushing them back at the same time. Top lane, home in trouble for EG. This could be Megas. Misery doing it again. They need to get back. They're not going to. That's the top lane Rax down. They're planning now. PPD. Next up, we are laying down the cold snap. Universe coming forward here. Gets the vacuum back up to Invoker. Now Hex him up here. Deathward's laid down. They need to do something about Weave here. He's coming as well. They'll get the kill onto Weeha. EG, they are dealing with mega creeps now though. But RTZ's got double rapier. They're going to go straight down the mid and try and finish this one. There'll be a buyback from the Invoker.
This is it for them. They have to win here.
Oh my goodness. They've got a goal in. No fortification available for EG. There is a fort here for Secret. Arctur, God strength up. Screw the effigies onto the tier 4s. Look at the Puppy getting X up here. The side of fist chains onto Arctur in the Universe. He gets the stun out to Puppy. RTZ. Got to the spell. Looking for the tier 4s here. But into the RTZ trouble. RTZ. RTZ's dead. He's gone down. Double rapier hitting a deck here. RTZ there for 110 seconds. Universe bomb. PPD as well. FB now killing EG with RTZ's own rapier. And it's GG. They've done it. They've done it. Secret take the series 2-1. And EG
They tried their best, the double rapier didn't work out, and Misery the whole game slowly working down the base of EG. And, oh, Andy, what a series!
I don't think you can ask for a better ending than a double rapier Sven rushing down mid to try to end the game against Megas, right?
My God.
I think that's the series that people were expecting when they were talking about EG Secret, and I think the fans got pretty much what they were
Oh,
hoping
look at him,
for.
he's like mine. Oh, oh.